From the window to the wall, we getting lit up in it, big bouncing. We does it big up in it, big bouncing.
What's up? We're in the red truck right now, and we've got a couple of errands to run, and we got to pick up a couple things, and then we're gonna end up doing a steam cleaning on the interior of the Explorer and get it polished and coated today. And we just want to get it done. We're going to Arizona tomorrow, so I want to get it completely done. And just since we've had it, we haven't gave it a deep clean, so I'd like to get that done, and then we'll see what else we can get into if we have time. But hopefully I can get a couple clips right here of driving the truck now that it's running pretty stinking good. But we'll see. We'll see how it is. It's pretty early. This whole process by cleaning the wheels and tires really well. You'll also want to clean your door jambs and anywhere that can hold dirt and dust really well as well while you're in the process of prepping for the coating and polish. And the first step for the interior is we're going to clean the floor mats. And the first step of before we get to the contact wash is we're taking a soft bristle detail brush around any emblems or any of the window trim. And then after we get done with the wash mats, we're actually taking a clay towel over all the painted and windows just to get any contaminants off the paint before we prep for polish. All right, we've got the outside all prepped up on this one now, and we went ahead and did somewhat of the interior, like the carpets. We just used the Tornador with some carpet cleaner. I believe it was Malco like Oxy or something, but I'll check and put it in the description as well. But now we're gonna start the clay bar process, or not the clay bar, the polishing. We're just gonna do a one-step polish and get the coating on here. My wife tortures her vehicles anyways, so I'd like to get the trim, like the piano black, all polished up, looking good, and just get all the paint polished and prepped for the best bond of the coating. Some people say how hard it is, to do a coating. It's not too awfully bad. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through and tape up any like textured plastics and rubber. So whenever we're polishing, it doesn't, it's not a big deal. You can always just wipe it off right after pretty easily. But if you let it sit on there and it cakes on there, and it's pretty tough. So we're going to just go through with some 1-inch and 2-inch tape and get everything taped up really good, just to be sure that we try to stay away from those edges. Alright, so that's pretty much the tape job we're going to do on this side. We're going to do one more, just some small pieces right here on this trim, and then right here. But other than that, we usually try to stay away, we get as close as we can without trying to get anything on it. But, occasionally, like if you're working around some tight areas like this, sometimes you'll bump these. So to prevent that, just throw some tape on. Another way you can kind of help save yourself in the long run, instead of having to scrub, or you miss a spot and your client or yourself notices like those little white marks from the polish. Something else you can do is just throw like your trim protectant or even just tire shine on the trim before you polish it. So then if you touch the trim, it wipes off way easier than just like clean, because we prep washed this. So it had a heavy, I want to say it's a high pH, maybe it's a low pH soap. But either way, one of them cleans more, and the other one's like pH, like it's not as aggressive on the paint. We use the one that is aggressive to try to like just strip everything off of this, and then we clay barred it. Usually you'll iron decon it too, but I just iron decon this 3 weeks ago, so we're just gonna call a clay bar good, and then we're gonna do some polishing on it. I'll do kind of a before and after on all this piano black and then just the paint itself. But here's you can see how rough that is. We're just gonna hit it with a polish. We're not even gonna compound any of that. And you can kind of see in the paint, the paint's not too awfully bad. You can kind of see right here on this crease, it's just got some light swirls. So we're just gonna hit it with a heavy polish and call it good. And then here's these. They're almost gray. I'm guessing these have never been polished. So we'll hit all the piano black and then all the paint, everything painted. Anywhere that's gonna get coated, we're gonna polish just to prep it. I'm not too awfully worried about any deeper scratches on this car. Like I said, my wife doesn't really care about it, but I'm the one that washes it, and I want it to be easier to wash. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape up the other side really quick, and I'll stand you up whenever I start polishing this side. All right, we got everything prepped and ready to polish. Everything's all wiped down, really quick wipe down, just to make sure there's no dust settled on the paint. And we got everything taped up. And then this is the polish we're using. It's Ultra Pro finishing polish. It's Meguiar's 210. You want to make sure you shake it up really good beforehand, because polish and compounds, they have like abrasives in the polish and compound itself. Like a heavier cut compound, you can actually feel it almost feels gritty. because that's what you're doing whenever you're doing, you're polishing or compounding. You're actually like taking a small layer, of the clear coat itself off the paint, and that's that's why you're cutting. You're cutting into the clear coat. But since we're polishing, it's not really going to be eating into it very much. Just hopefully getting those, that top layer of swirl marks out, and pretty much just to prep the paint for, the coating. But I'm going to stand you up and start polishing, and we've got to get this done. We're leaving in the morning. I think right now it's like 5 o'clock, and we're leaving in the morning for Arizona. So we want to get this done and ready to go. If you're using a brand new pad, you'll want to prime the pad, which is just put enough compound in there to kind of make it wet, just so it'll last longer. And then after your first pass, you can add a couple more drops just to keep it on the pad. Alright, you can kind of see the results there. That's what we're aiming for. The piano black, it looks way better. But, like, if you get the right light on it, like right here, this one, it probably needs to be cut. It probably needs a two-step, but I'm not too awfully worried about it, so it looks a lot better. So I'm just going to go with the polish on everything, and that's like a big selling point on a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to pay, $1,500 to get, let's say a two-step correction and the coating put on. So if they're happy with, like I am, like this, for my wife's car, if they're happy with that, sell them that. They don't want to spend as much, but you still make profit and enough money on it. Just go ahead and do just a polish and put the coating on. It doesn't look as good, but you just got to do whatever makes your client happy. Instead of saying no to $700-800, you might as well just do the work for $700-800 and call it good. But that's pretty much the process we're going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the car, and then we're going to do an IPA wipe down for like a prep wipe before applying the coating. All right, we've got everything polished up. We ended up doing a compound on all the piano black and then polished it just to help it out because it was so bad. But everything else just got a good polish done to it, so turned out pretty good. I think I could probably show you here. Yeah, so here you can still see some deeper scratches. If you see that reflection on this upper light right here, you can still see some deeper scratches in the paint, but I'm not too awfully worried about it. I just wanted to get it prepped up and ready to go. But this side, I don't have my light over there anymore, but it's definitely 100 times glossier, so yeah, there you can see some deeper scratches in it still. I'm assuming this sucker's been through a tunnel car wash about 1,000,000 times, so eventually we'll go through and heavy cut everything and get it looking better, but for now this'll get us through. So now I noticed on the headlights, we're gonna have to do a headlight restoration on these eventually. But I'm gonna wait for that to peel up more. But now we're gonna take the tape off and we're gonna do a quick interior clean on it. I went ahead and did I went ahead and done the Tornador with the carpet cleaner in it on all the carpets. So since I got that done, that was something I wanted to get done, like the carpets on this, we've never really touched other than vacuum every once in a while. So now we're just gonna go through, I'm gonna hook up the steamer and get it heating up and just do a quick steam clean on all the just everything that people touch all the time, just to get it cleaned up really good on all that, and then just do a good wipe down on everything else. So I'm gonna get started on that. I'll probably stand you up for some of that, but I want to get it vacuumed out really quick while my wife's putting the kids to bed. So I want to get that done before they fall asleep and I wake them up later. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it vacuumed out really quick and start steam cleaning. All right, we got all the tape off and the inside is vacuumed out and the steamer's heating up right now. So yeah, we just gotta wait a few minutes to get it all steam cleaned real good, and then we were gonna hit it with an ozone treatment as well after we steam clean everything. But for now, we're gonna while we're waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and do our IPA wipe down on all the paint and all the trim. We're just using, it's just 50-50 distilled water and 90% alcohol.
Reply? Yeah, it's gonna get a minute.
The ozone generator in there cooking, so now we're going to start the coating. I'm just gonna stand you up and whip it out really quick while that's going. I've got it set on an hour, and that's more than it needs. It cleaned up pretty nice in there, but I still want to get that ozone ran through it. So we're just gonna go through, start coating everything, and should be all set. And we're gonna start packing this sucker down. Alright, she's all glossed up now. We ended up coating everything, so all the plastic got Car Pro C quartz, like UK 3.0, and then all the paint and like the piano black trim got a Crystal SS Max by System X, and then I went ahead and done all the glass with Car Pro as well. It says it'll last about, I think it was a year or 2 years, and then the System X is a 2 to 3 year coating as well. So, but I didn't do the wheels. We planned to paint these anyways, or just get some ST wheels for it. So we're just leaving them for now. But yeah, it turned out pretty stinking good, I'd say. Hasn't looked this good. Well, it's never looked this good. We bought it and it was filthy, and we just haven't done anything with it. The ozone's still going like crazy. Really stinking her up. Unless you like the smell of that stuff, but golly, it gets to me. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I see a spot right up there I gotta get really quick. But other than that, we're calling it good. We're gonna start packing this thing up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Next week's video, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get some video while we're in Arizona. See if I can get anything uploaded. I might just do like how to maintain a ceramic coating and like a car wash or something. So I might just take this through the car wash there and bring some stuff with me to get it cleaned up before we head back. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a week.